So I was scrolling on the internet and I see all this nonsense going on about women saying that men do not hold themselves accountable. Even more troubling, as I see that narrative going around, I see men in the comments trying to defend themselves about how they hold themselves accountable, and when the real issue is women not holding themselves accountable. Here's the truth about accountability. If you are holding yourself accountable, you can actually listen to someone when they're saying you're not holding yourself accountable. And instead of the need to defend whatever it is, you can actually just hear them and understand that they are critiquing something, and that doesn't make you wrong. It is actually just a reflection of something that they may see in your game. So I was scrolling and I saw a post that saying men don't hold themselves accountable. And then I saw these men trying to defend themselves, saying how accountable they hold themselves. When the truth of the matter is, you cannot win a trial that you weren't invited to. So with these posts, these men trying to say what they do to hold themselves accountable and how a woman is the real problem, in that moment, you're actually making the argument better for them. Because if you are holding yourself accountable, you're not worried about criticizing somebody else about not having the same accountability for them as you do for yourself. You're able to look at them and acknowledge, and you understand like, hey, I have to hold myself accountable. And just being real, when somebody is talking to me personally about accountability, I'm just listening to them because they're likely showing me a reflection of a hole that's in my game. So instead of taking it personal and feeling the need to defend whatever it is that's going on, I'm just gonna look at them and say, hey man, I appreciate you telling me that. That is where the real strength is, and that's where a lot of us fail. Here's what nobody tells you. When somebody talks to you about accountability and you feel the need to defend yourself, that is not you being grounded. That is that little boy or little girl in you that associates somebody talking to them or critiquing them with negativity. When the truth is, somebody talking to you or critiquing you is actually a compliment because they see the value in you. Now, let's be clear. If somebody's disrespecting you, we do not play that. But if somebody's having an honest conversation about something that you're doing and how that makes them feel, or something that you can be doing better, and it's meant to be constructive, sometimes the most powerful thing that we can do in that moment is be quiet, listen, and soak up the game. I think about a situation that I was in recently to where I was having a conversation about how I hang up the phone. And somebody was telling me like, bro, sometimes when you hang up the phone, it's abrupt and it hurts my feelings and it makes me feel like you don't care about what I have to say. Now, as a man, in my mind, I'm thinking, bro, this is what men do. When it's time to go, if I'm calling you, I'm calling you for a reason, and let's move on. But in that moment, I had to really understand that person. And I was like, man, you know what? You're not the first person that's told me that. So instead of defending myself in that moment, I took an opportunity to give it space. The person was coming at me kind of strong. So when we did have a conversation, I heard him out and I said, you know what? You're not the first person that's told me that. But here, how about this? What is a better way to hang up with you? Because at the end of the day, if something that I'm doing, if they're trying to hold me accountable or they're telling me something, the real solution is, hey, okay, how can I better handle this situation? And whether that be my mom, whether that be my girl, whether that be my kids, it's important for them to feel whole and understand that I am a safe space for them. Here's what nobody tells you accountability, but I'm gonna give you game. Whether I'm interacting with my girl, my kids, or my loved one, I understand that ultimately it's my responsibility to hold me accountable. It's not my girl's responsibility to hold me accountable. It's my girl's responsibility to tell me where I may have holes in my game in the right way. So when she's coming to me with something and she's expressing herself, me holding myself accountable is being a good listener and repeating back what she said to me. It's not conforming. It's not saying I'm sorry. It's not saying that I'm wrong. It's just simply me having an opportunity to listen to her and to understand it. Now, I'm going to be real with you. As a parent, my kids hold me accountable for a lot of things, but the number one thing is communication. I'm a good listener to my kids, but sometimes I do react in the moment. Very rarely, but it does happen. So I understand where when I react, I can tell by the way my kids respond to me that, man, I might have slipped up. And in those moments, if I'm wrong about something, I'll acknowledge it. But other times, if I just feel myself getting overwhelmed, I will take a break. I will take a step back and I will just listen to them. And before I correct their action or try to fix whatever they have going on, I will take time to myself to be reflective and understand what's going on inside of me before I handle whatever issue it is with them. And that's the most valuable thing that I have to offer to my loved ones, is that space that they can talk, they can hold me accountable, and that I'll listen. And that does not mean that I agree with them, but that does mean that I take into accountability what they're saying. So many men are scared to do that. So many women are scared to do that because they feel when somebody is saying something about them, they are wrong. And more times than not, if somebody's really your friend or if somebody really loves you, if somebody's on your team, they are not trying to hurt you. They're trying to help you. So instead of taking it personal and taking it as you're the bad guy in those moments, I actually want you to take a moment and just sit and listen to them and understand, you know what? I may not see this now, but later on, I'm going to reflect on this so that I can help and I can build myself to go further. Here's the real. Me holding myself accountable is the biggest gift that I can give to anyone with my last name. If I think about this situation with my kids, they understand that they can bring up issues to a man, and this is how a man conducts himself. So if they're trying to hold their partner accountable and they're trying to express themselves to their partner in the right way, and they're just talking through it, and that person becomes angry or upset, my girls are going to understand that that is foreign. This is not a safe space, and this is not the relationship that I want. If I think about other people when dating or people, the thing is when they've been involved with me, they understand that safe space that I was able to provide. So when they do decide to, or somebody tries to spit game at them or trying to come at them, they understand what they got at home. That's not me trying to sell myself. It is just me walking with that confident energy, and accountability is one of those things. Your girl feeling okay and safe to express themselves to you goes a long way. So when some other dude tries to push up on them, or when they're at work and some dude tries to be their work boyfriend, they understand like, man, what I got at home, I can't even mess that up. And accountability, or being able to listen and being able to be the container when somebody expressing themselves to you, goes a long way, not just for yourself, but the example that you set for the people that you love the most. Speaking of accountability, one of my boys saw me the other day and he was like, hey man, I ain't seen you in the gym in a while. My initial reaction was to defend about why I haven't been in the gym. But in that moment, I realized that Buddy was trying to hold me accountable. And I had to tell him, I was like, bro, you know what? You're absolutely right, man. I ain't been hitting it the way I was supposed to. I appreciate you telling me that. Tell me how you would have responded in that moment. Because so many people would have thought about the excuses to why they haven't been in the gym. When in real talk, in that moment, all you have to do is acknowledge like, dang, you know what? That person's right. So whatever excuse it is to why you're not doing it doesn't change the fact that you're not doing it. So that's just a small story about how I had to hold myself accountable in the moment. Instead of defending, I understood where that person was coming from. It wasn't an attack on me. It was actually just a reflection of, hey, this is something that I saw you working on. You've slacked off on it, that I may need to tighten up on. So here's the truth. Accountability is not what you say with your words. Accountability is the actions that you do. When somebody's trying to hold you accountable, there's really nothing to defend in that moment. In that moment, I want you to take time to just be able to listen to that other person and understand their perspective. And accountability isn't saying that you're bad. It's honestly just that person giving you a reflection of what they see in you. Now, you can always go back and have a detailed conversation with them, but in the moment, fight the need to defend and take that opportunity to understand where that person is coming from. And that doesn't make them right. That doesn't make them wrong. That doesn't make you wrong. That just shows that you are stable and you are grounded enough in yourself that you can listen to someone even when you disagree. If you like this content, please like, click, and subscribe, or book a session with me so you can keep getting some of this game. Take care. Peace.